Hey, Miss Strongers, I wanted to take a moment quick to talk about flexibility. Flexibility is a critical component of the functional fitness continuum, and for most people, it's something we neglect. It's almost an afterthought, especially strength athletes and endurance athletes that really have a limited amount of time, want to focus almost all of that time on really the main thing they're into. So if that's lifting, and you spend almost all your time that you allocate for exercise to lifting. If you're a runner, same. And we don't often leave ourselves enough time to focus on flexibility. I want to reinforce how critically important it is, because essentially if we don't pay attention to this aspect of our functional fitness, it's almost certain we're going to suffer some kind of an injury. And that just sort of undermines all of the effort that we've been into. So 3 things that are really important to effective flexibility training or stretching. The first is it helps a great deal to have your muscles warm before you start stretching. So think of a cold rubber band, and you're going to stretch it. It's much likely to fray and even rupture. And the same is kind of true of our muscles. So warming them up ahead of time before the stretch is really helpful. Second piece is that we've got to get the muscle to relax. We actually have a built-in mechanism that the muscle doesn't like itself to be stretched. It's protecting itself. And we need to be able to overcome that built-in protective mechanism by getting that muscle to relax so we can elongate it even just temporarily. The way to do that is through deep rhythmic breathing. So the folks who do yoga know this implicitly, and it's just a real integral part of, an intrinsic part of what they do and how they do it. For a lot of strength athletes or endurance athletes, we don't really think that way. We sort of force our way into the stretch, grit our teeth, kind of grind our way through it. So that is essentially self-defeating. Allow your muscle to relax through deep rhythmic breaths. And the third thing, the kind of last thing, is we've got to hold the stretch for a significant period of time. If we hold it for less than 30 seconds, we still get some benefit from it, but just not as much. And some would say we really don't get any kind of permanent change to the muscles at all. They're too elastic. They return to their sort of natural length and state. But what we do get is a perception that we are more limber or looser than we were previously. So whatever the truth is, the fact is that we feel better after the stretch, and they are essential to protecting our muscles from injury in the future. So hopefully this is interesting and helpful.